The first time a human laughed while killing another human. What if the sound of laughter and the sight of death were connected in our brain from the very beginning? Imagine it. Not the first fire, not the first tool, not even the first word, but the first time a human being looked at another dying human and laughed. A guttural, uncontrollable burst of sound that cut through the prehistoric silence. The terrifying moment when ancient humans first found pleasure in killing. When cruelty and joy became entangled in the same neural spark. This is the story of that moment. The birth of something dark and deeply human. Picture the African savanna, roughly 200,000 years ago. Homo sapiens are still new. Small bands of hunter-gatherers, maybe 20 to 30 people, fighting for survival every single day. The world is brutal. Predators bigger than you. Drought that kills without mercy. Hunger that hollows out your children. Death is everywhere, but it's impersonal. It's nature. It's fate. Then something changes. Two rival groups meet at a watering hole during a desperate dry season. Tensions explode. Spears fly. Stones are thrown. A young warrior from the opposing band is struck in the chest. He falls. He doesn't die quickly. He lies there, gasping, blood bubbling from his mouth, eyes wide with terror. The man who threw the spear stands over him. His heart is pounding. Adrenaline floods his veins. The dying man claws at the dirt, trying to crawl away. A strange sound escapes the victor's throat. At first it sounds like a cough. Then it grows. A chuckle. Then full laughter. Raw. Uncontrolled. Echoing across the dry grass. The others freeze. Some look confused. Some look afraid. But a few join in. Nervous at first. Then genuine. Why? Why laugh at a dying man? Scientists today call this dark humor Schadenfreude, the pleasure in another's misfortune. But this might have been the first time it ever happened. In that split second, something revolutionary occurred in the human brain. The same circuits that light up when we taste sweet fruit or see our children safe began firing when we witnessed an enemy broken. Dopamine, the reward chemical. It flooded his brain. Laughter, which originally evolved as a social bonding signal. I'm not a threat, this is play, got hijacked. It became a victory cry, a dominance display, a way of saying, I am alive. You are not. And it feels good. Evolutionary psychologists suggest this moment may have been a turning point. When killing stopped being purely survival and became satisfying. When power over life and death produced pleasure. The dying man's final gurgle only made them laugh harder. One of the companions picked up a rock and finished the job. More laughter. Not just relief. Not just triumph. But joy. This wasn't calculated evil. This was primal. This was the wiring of our species revealing itself for the first time. Because humans are not just the most intelligent ape. We are the only ape that can find comedy in carnage. That first laugh didn't stay isolated. Soon, stories around the fire began to change. Tales of great hunters who made enemies scream before they died. The group that laughed the loudest gained status. The ones who felt nothing when killing became outcasts or seen as weak. This dark pleasure likely helped our ancestors bond through shared violence. Raiding parties, ritual executions, later, public crucifixions, gladiatorial games, public beheadings, all distant echoes of that first prehistoric laugh. It lives in us still. Why do we slow down at car crashes? Why do some people smile when they see a rival fail spectacularly? Why is dark humor one of the most universal forms of comedy across every culture? Because that first laugh is still inside us, buried beneath civilization, laws, and morality, waiting for the right conditions to surface. So the next time you hear someone laugh at something truly cruel, a dark joke, a viral video of someone's humiliation, or worse, remember this. You are listening to an ancient echo, the sound our species made the very first time it realized killing could feel good. It is one of the most terrifying and honest sounds in human history. Because in that laugh, we didn't just become smarter. We became human. And the question remains, are we still laughing at the same things our ancestors laughed at 200,000 years ago?